Nice to have you here in Wiesbaden on the Inter Whiskey.
Great to be here.
You represent Glen, Scotia and Loch Lomond from the Loch Lomond Group.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah. And you had quite a good year this year, right?
Yes, we've won numerous awards. San Francisco Awards have been very good to us these past few years. We won Best Malt Scotch Distillery this year. At the IWSC Awards, just fresh off the press as well. Loch Lomond won the Best Single Malt Distillery. At San Francisco, Inchmurrin won the Best Single Malt under 15 years old as well, the 12-year-old Inchmurrin. So yeah, I mean, both distilleries are kind of growing from strength to strength. Especially Glen, Scotia, of course, winning the best in class at 2021, San Francisco with the 25-year-old. So yeah, both distilleries, good bit of momentum in a pretty difficult market just now, it must be said. So yeah, can't complain.
There is one Loch Lomond whiskey I'm particularly interested because it's rather new one, the 16-year-old. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I think it's the first in our series, a new Waypoint series created by our marketing team. Basically, we want to speak about our location, Loch Lomond, and the provenance of Loch Lomond itself. And I think on pack we're certainly doing that. The whiskey also proves to be quite experimental for us as well. As you know, having visited Loch Lomond, most of our maturation is in bourbon barrels. Michael Henry very much believes that shows off the spirit identity with the the long fermentation we do, the complex distillation we do. But this is something of an anomaly for us, let's say. It still follows our kind of structure of fruit. You get a lot of kind of fruit and honey flavors coming through, but it's made exclusively using our swan neck pot stills, the traditional swan neck stills we have. So no straight neck influence at all. That for me gives it a lot more body, let's say, a lot more kind of structure on the palate. The fact it's got a 12-month finish in French oak as well gives it a really nice spice. So for Loch Lomond, it's certainly something unique. We've just launched it about a month ago or so. And yeah, this is our first chance to exhibit it in Germany. So yeah, super.
And what's new from Glen, Scotia? Do you have something there?
From Glen, Scotia, what we've got? Well, we've got fresh off the press again. We've got our new, sorry, this is the wrong bottle actually. We've got our new Icons of Campbelltown V2, let's say. Last year, you remember the success we had with the Mermaid. Well, this year we're exhibiting the Dragon. I guess it's kind of building on that story of Campbelltown folklore. This fire-breathing dragon that would blaze distilleries to the ground. It's the story that parents used to tell their children, particularly after Ballintober distillery was burned down in the late 1890s. But the spirit of the dragon is very much exhibited also in the spirit itself. You've got a 14-year-old lightly peated Glen, Scotia, so not heavy peated, about sort of 25 ppm, and it's finished for 6 months in Barolo red wine casks. So let's say the kind of king of red wine from the northwest of Italy in Piemonte. So really beautiful.
It must be full-bodied as well, right?
Yeah, it is. It's really full-bodied, rich. I think one of the things with red wine is you don't want to let the cask influence too much. You're still going to have that Campbelltown DNA, and we've still retained a lot of that salinity, the maritime flavour of Campbelltown, which is what everybody expects with a Campbelltown malt, especially Glen, Scotia. Another beautiful whiskey we've launched this year is one that is very, very exclusive indeed. It's a single cask. Refill PX sherry, but we bottled this exclusively for Hanseatisch for their 50th anniversary. So obviously Hanseatisch is a proud long-term partner of Glen, Scotia, and now since January 2020, or since March 2023, also Loch Lomond. But it's 100% sherry matured, which is quite unusual.
I would say so, yeah.
For Glen, Scotia, usually it's going to spend most of its life in first fill bourbon. but that kind of refill sherry element gives you lots of kind of dark fruit, and that complements the sort of salinity style of Glen Scotia beautifully. So one of only 648 bottles. So yeah, that's
so a lot of things to try at your booth.
Yeah, I mean, I did a tasting for Glen Scotia yesterday, and it's funny, of all the new products we tasted, this one came out the winner as always. Victoriana, really,
yeah,
Campbelltown in a glass.
It is
so much history. So complex, so deep, so flavourful, a quintessential Glen Scotia, let's say. But yeah, I mean, there's constantly new things arising. I'm sure you'll be anticipating what our festival release will be next year, after the success of our 9-year-old Fino Sherry finish from this year. We'll have the Icons version 3 coming out next year, and a few other bits and pieces that I'll need to keep my mouth sealed about just now. But yeah.
Fair enough, Ross. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the interview.
Thanks very much.
Fun here.
Enjoy the show. Cheers.